Hi, today we're going to be talking about the muscular system. The muscular system is composed of many fibers. Each fiber is actually composed of these structures called the myofibril, and they are all arranged longitudinally within that muscle fiber. So if you can look at that, you can see how it is arranged. Now, it is composed of two different filaments. Okay, the first filament is called a thin filament. That is actually made up of strands of actin. The thick filament is going to be made up of myosin. Okay, and again, this is just showing you the differences between the thick filament and the thin filament. And again, all of this is what makes up a fiber. This is just showing you what actin would look like and what myosin will look like. Those are two different types of proteins. Again, actin is found in thin filaments and the thick filaments have the myosin. We're going to talk about three different types of muscle cells. We have the skeletal muscle cell, which we will talk about first. We will then talk about the smooth muscle cell, and then lastly we'll talk about the cardiac muscle cell. Skeletal muscle is what is going to be moving your bones. This is muscle that moves your bones. We often call this striated voluntary muscle. The term striated means that there are cross sections that looks like striations underneath the microscope. Voluntary means that we move it ourselves, so we have conscious control over them. Okay, now as far as the skeletal muscle goes, we have these repeating muscles structures that are called sarcomeres. Okay, and it is a little bit more complex. A sarcomere has different units inside of it. The first one are the Z lines. These are what actually makes up the striations for the striated voluntary muscle that skeletal muscles is, and they are lined up adjacent to the myofibrils. Okay, the next thing is the I band. These are the thin filaments. Okay, the A band, which I'm not seeing on here, is the thick filaments. Okay, and the H zone, okay, is going to be where the thick filaments are. So the A band would probably be where this is called in here. And again, this just shows you what a sarcomere is. You have I bands, A bands, you have your Z lines. The next one is the smooth or visceral muscle. This is going to be involuntary, and it also is going to be non-striated. So the smooth refers to no striations, and it is involuntary, meaning we do not have conscious control over moving it. Instead, it is going to help with moving the muscle tissue within your stomach, your intestines, your blood vessels. Again, the appearance is much different. It is very smooth in appearance and not striated. The last type of muscle is called cardiac muscle. Now, the cardiac muscle is found in the heart. So this is the muscle that helps the heart pump. This is also involuntary because we don't say, okay, let's pump my heart to get my blood flowing. This happens without us realizing it. And it is striated. So we do have those lines that we will see. Okay, so three types of muscle that we talked about. Skeletal muscle moves bones. A little bit more complex with structure. You have striations that are formed by the Z lines. You have thin filaments with the I band. You have thick filaments with the A band that make up the H zone. Cardiac muscle, okay, moves the heart. It is striated and we do not have control over it. Smooth muscle, also we do not have control over it. It will be lining the cells of our stomach, intestines, blood vessels, and there is no striations. If you have any questions, please see me tomorrow. Thank you.